today I thought I'd bring you along while I cook dinner. I came up with this idea. It's probably not even original, but last week we had this taco, like sheet pan burrito kind of thing, where you just kind of laid the tortillas out on a sheet pan, filled it, and folded everything over, and put another sheet pan on top, and baked it off. And it was really good. And then I got to thinking I could do all kinds of flavors with that, all different kinds of food. So this week I'm going to show you what we decided to do this tonight. So this is going to be a pizza version. So let me show you my ingredients back here. Just a sec. Alright, I have got my 2 sheet pans. These are small, so you can see from my hand. They're not, these are like quarter sheet pans. Instead of not a half sheet pan or a full, they're kind of small. I got these at Sam's Club. Back in the fall last year, something like that. But I've not seen them, but I think I've got at least 3 of these because I really like them. And they clean up nicely. So I need the 2 sheet pans. I've also got my tortillas here. And over here I sauteed up. So I had chopped an onion for another recipe, and I sauteed the rest of it up. So that's going to go in here. I've got pepperoni. This is Italian sausage that I've already cooked up. And then I've got, this was already in the refrigerator, already open, so I'm going to use a little bit of that and the marinara. And then I've got these mild banana pepper rings, and I don't know if this happens at your house, let me know. I have 2 packages of Italian style shredded cheese, and they're both opened. So I don't know, I didn't do it. I just know that I didn't do this, but these are both opened. So I pulled them both out. I won't need all that cheese. But anyways, I am going to first, let me grab this out. I didn't grab quite everything out. So I am going to spray the bottom of this pan with this, just avocado oil spray. And then I'm going to build it, and I'll show you in stages what it looks like. And then this will go on top. But for now, let me get this sprayed. And y'all, I really got to get a tripod in here to set my phone down so that I don't have to keep stopping and, yes, because I'm having to hold this in my hand. But anyways, I will stop here and I will show you the next step. Okay, so I took 6 of these tortillas. They're about that big. And it's 6. And I just kind of laid them around, overlapping the edges, and I wanted to be sure the bottom is covered. So first I'm just going to spread. I don't want to use a whole lot of the marinara sauce, just enough to, give it a little bit of that marinara flavor. Just don't want it to ooze too much, so let me spread that around. It's probably, I'm not going to be enough. Oh, this has got like this is a chunky sauce, I think. Yep, a little bit chunky, but that's okay. Need a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, that might be enough. Just going to get it all over the bottom. Okay. And I did pull down my Italian seasoning here. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit over the top of that sauce. That's maybe half a teaspoon of that. Not a whole lot. And now I'm just going to, well, let's see. Let's see how much cheese I can get on here. Maybe at least I'll be able to clean out one of these bags. So I want, wow, what a mess. Just made a big mess. Okay, I'm going to put cheese down first. A nice little layer on the bottom. I'm using the cheese as my glue to glue everything together. So I'm going to start with cheese and I'm going to end with cheese, because this is basically how I build a pizza. Okay, that's going to be enough. Now let me, hang on a minute, let me get a fork. Okay, I have this fork here I'm going to use to spread out my sausage. I may not need all of this, but let's at least get half on here. Whoop, that was almost too much. Okay, I'm going to use my fork to spread this around. I just kind of want an even layer all over the top of this cheese so that every section gets some. I don't have enough in some areas. Well, okay, here I am doing it one-handed again. Let me lay this down. Okay, I decided just to go ahead, while I had my 2 hands free, go ahead and just put my little pizza toppings on top. I put probably half of those sauteed onions in here. All I did was saute them in a little bit of avocado oil until they were soft. And I'm just going to sprinkle the top with a little more cheese just to seal the top down. Okay, nice even coverage. I still have cheese in there, and I do believe I'm just going to take this and put it in that other bag over there. Okay, now I've got another tortilla here because that won't fold over into the middle. And what I may do, I think I'm going to have to do 2. Let's do 2. Next time I film something like this, I am definitely going to have this on the tripod. So I put 2 tortillas down, so I got a total of 6 on the bottom and 2 on top. That's going to be 8 tortillas. And I'm just going to fold this over, fold everything over like this, fold it over like this all the way around. Okay, over here and this in. Okay, so kind of fold that. It'll go back down once and stay down once I put that other sheet pan on top. So this. Let's see if I can get it to stay long enough. I want to spray the top of this. I'm going to spray the top of this with the avocado spray. And because that's going to help it brown up and not stick to the other pan. And I'm doing kind of on these sides here that are not staying down, that will eventually, that will stay down. Okay, now they'll stay down once I get that pan right there on top. Okay, let me see here. Let me lay this down again. Okay, I did it. I got the sheet pan down. I tucked all those sides in and pressed down really well. And I am going to, because these are the size they are, they will fit in my Instant Omni air fryer. So I'm going to pop these in, and on bake, not air fry, but I'm going to put it on bake. And I'm not using my oven because it's South Mississippi and it's hot and I don't want to heat up the kitchen. So I'm going to pop this in that air fryer and let it go for 10 minutes, check it, and maybe let it go for another 5 or 10 minutes, just depending. I want it nice and golden brown on the tortillas in there. So let me get this going and clean up this big mess that I just made. I did throw together a little side salad while I'm waiting for that to cook. I just used that same Italian style cheese and this head of iceberg lettuce that I broke up yesterday. Well, took the core out and washed it, and I just pulled off a good sized handful and then tore it by hand into little pieces and chopped up a couple of little tomatoes in here, and that's all. I didn't season it. It's not got dressing on it yet because my daughter and I each like different kinds of dressing, but that's going to be plenty of salad for each of us to have salad on our plates. So the other will be ready shortly. Okay, this is done. I did run it. Let's see. I baked it in my air fryer. I didn't air fry it. I used the bake function, and I let it go at 375 for about 15-17 minutes. Just long enough to get this. This is nice and crispy, and everything's all melty in there. So I am going to cut this up. Let me think how I'm going to cut this up. Just a sec. Alright, here is my plate. I've got 2 of the two of the pieces of the, what is it, stuffed pizza wrap, I don't know, right here. And then I've got this little side salad with a little bit of ranch on it. And I decided to cut it up into 8 pieces, so this is a little plate. So I put 2 pieces on each plate, and this is mine, and I'm going to go eat. Well, there was dinner for tonight. Sheet pan pizza wrap. Kind of maybe like those pizza, like the Hot Pockets things. I don't know, kind of. Because at first I thought, well, I'm going to have to use a fork with this. But no, I went ahead, because they were hot when I first sat down. I went ahead and did my salad first to let it cool off. And then I found that I could just pick them up like a Hot Pocket, you know, even though the edges were kind of open where I had cut them. And I was able to just eat them like a handheld sandwich or something, wrap, you know. So definitely, it definitely worked. I think next time I do the pizza version, I may add more meat, because I wish I had more meat in there. So now just have to remember that. Note to self, more meat if I do pizza one again. So, but that's going to be it for this version of the tortilla wrap, sheet pan tortilla wrap. I've got another version, and I think I may try to make this a weekly on this particular type of, it's not even a recipe, you know, it's just a method. So maybe I'll try a different one each week and post that video, and we'll see how I like it. Last week's was very good. It was the taco version. And I did not film that, and I wish I had, so I'll just have to do that one again. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye.